Hello Year 3, Mrs. Doran here. It's time to do some maths and we're continuing with length today. As we're doing similar sort of things we did yesterday, we're knowing how to compare length and we're solving some word problems, okay? So don't forget to write the date, which should be the 23rd of the 2nd, 21. So let's have a look at the challenge. So we've got a picture of Ravi here, who's using a wooden board with a length of 315 centimetres to make a bookshelf. Then he uses another wooden board with a length of 235 centimetres to make a shoe rack. What was the total length of the wooden board used? Okay, so that's your challenge. So in a minute, you're going to pause me and go away and try and solve that any way you feel like. But down here, there's another challenge, the challenge. So if Ravi brought a plank of wood measuring 7 metres, how much wood would he have left after making another bookshelf and shoe rack? Okay, so if you finish this one, have a go at this one. Right, so you've got to pause me here, come back in about 5 or 10 minutes, and let's see what the answer is. We can go through it together. Okay, right, pause me, off you go. Right, you're back, you've tried that. Excellent. So what answer did you get? Okay, good. So if you've got 550 centimetres, well done. So you can see what's happened here. So we've got the wooden plank, that's 315 centimetres, and we've got the other wooden plank, which is 235. And we need to find out what the combined total or the combined total length is of those two pieces of wood. So what we've got to do is we've got to add them together. So we've got to add their lengths together to find out the total. And you can see the answers there. It says 550 centimetres, which means if you did the challenge, you'd have 150 centimetres of wood left, okay? Because you should have done 700, subtract 550. So they've worked that out there, but it's quite tricky. You might have decided to use the column method to add those two totals together. You might have used your number facts, but it's always good just to quickly, if you've got a chance, prove that you are correct. So I've written 315 centimetres at 235 centimetres. So let's have a look. I've got my ones digit, my tens, my hundreds digit over there. So 5 ones at 5 ones is 10 ones, and we know that because of our number of ones. So we're going to convert our 10 ones into 110. So now we've got 110, 310, and 110. So 10 at 30 is 40, 40 at 10 is 50. So we've got 5 tens or 50. Then we've got 300 and 200, so that equals 500. So the answer is 550 centimetres. The total length of both pieces of wood was 550 centimetres. Easy, I hear you cry. Well done. So let's have a look at the next challenge and see if it's a bit harder. So Charles then used 315 centimetres from a piece of wooden board that was 500 centimetres long. That's a bit like the challenge question, isn't it? How long was the piece left over? So when he had his piece of wood, it was originally 500 centimetres, so it was this long. Then he's cut off this bit here, which is 315 centimetres. We need to find out how long this part is, how many centimetres that is. So to do that, we need to do 500 subtract 315. So there's the number sentence there, but it doesn't really show you how to do it. So again, I'm going to use the column method, but you might decide to use a number line. Okay, so 500 subtract 315. So we need to see, they told us the answer already, but we just need to check that because you never know. Right, so I can see we've got a few problems going on here straight away. So let's look at our ones digit, our tens digit, and that digit is our hundreds digit. So on our ones digit, let's go back 6, we've got 0 ones, subtract 5 ones. I don't think we can do that, can we? Okay, so we're going to need to exchange something. So then our tens, we've got 0 tens, subtract 1 10. Can we do that? No, we haven't got any tens to subtract. So therefore, we are going to have to exchange 100 for 10 tens. So 500 subtract 100 is 400. And then I've converted that 100 into 10 tens. Okay, so there you go, 10 tens. Is that finished? Not quite, is it? Because I've still got 0 ones, subtract 5 ones, so I still can't do it. So I am going to have to convert one of these tens into ones. So 10 tens take away 1 10, 9 tens. Okay, so I can convert 1 10 to 10 ones. So now I've got 10 ones, subtract 5 ones is 5. Yeah, no worries. And then I've got 9 tens now, remember, because I converted 1 into ones. 9 tens subtract 1 10. So 9 subtract 1 is 8 tens. And then 400 subtract 300. So 400 subtract 300 is 100. So I've got 185 centimeters. Don't forget to write centimeters, otherwise you don't know what this 185 represents. So the piece left over was 185 centimeters. Now, if you're not sure about using the column method, don't forget, use your number line. Okay, it's not a very good number line, but start at 500. Okay, and then you can subtract 315. I'm sure you know how to do that because we've done that quite a lot in class. Right, so let's go on to the next page. Aha. So next question says, how much taller is the Shard, that's this pointy building here, both these buildings are in London, than Tower Bridge? So if I was going to compare them, I'm going to draw my bar model here. I've got my ruler out. Not a very good bar model, is it at all? Okay, so this one here. So that is the Shard compared to Tower Bridge. Actually looks a bit like the Shard, it's a bit pointy. So I need to find out what the difference is between these two. Can you see? So I need to find out how much longer the Shard is here than the Tower Bridge. So to do that, I need to write a number sentence. Do you think I need to write subtraction or addition? I hear you say subtraction. So 308 meters subtract 65 meters. Sorry about my writing. So that is my number sentence. I need to find this part here. I need to find the difference. So again, you could use a number line. I'm not going to explain how to use a number line again because you should know how to do that. But I am going to use the column method. So look, I'm labeling my digits. So I've got my ones digit, my tens digit, my 100 digits. When I look at 65, I notice I haven't got any hundreds, it's only 2-digit number. So I've got 5 ones and 6 tens. So let's work this out. So 8 ones subtract 5 ones is 3 ones, well done. Now I've got a problem. But 0 tens subtract 6 tens. Can't do that. So I'm going to have to exchange one of these hundreds into 10 tens. So I've got 200 left, and now I've got 10 tens. 10 tens take away 6 tens, or 10 tens take away 6 tens is equal to 4 tens. That's right. Now I've got 200, subtract 0, so that's 200. So 243 meters. So the Shard is 243 meters taller than Tower Bridge. Okay, to get that, so you're just comparing the difference. Luckily, these two measurements are the same unit of measurement, so therefore it's quite easy to do. So today, we've got another one to work out, haven't we? Right, shall we do this one quickly? So here, we've got to find the total distance. So in the last question, we're subtracting. Do you think we're going to be finding the difference, or are we going to be doing something different? Yeah, if you said adding and finding the total, which is the clue here, then you're right. So we need to add these two distances together. So we've got 42 kilometers, add 98 kilometers. Okay, so we've got to find the total. So we know that because we've got this distance here, add this distance here. We need to find out how much they are added together. Right, excuse my writing again. So to do that, you can use a number line, start at 98 and add on 42, or you can use the column method again. So let's use the column method. So 98 add 42 kilometers. Now I've got my ones, my tens, and I know because 98 is very close to 100. It's very, very likely. In fact, I know we're going to have 100 digit. So this is our adding one. 8 ones add 2 ones equals 10. So I'm going to convert 10 ones into 1 10. So now I've got 9 tens, add 4 tens, add 1 10. 9 add 1 equals 10. So it's going to equal 10 tens, it's 100. So 9 tens at 90 and 10 equals 100. 140 equals 140. So that's 40. And remember, 10 tens equals 100. So the answer is going to be 140. Then I need to make sure I write down the unit measurement, because it could be meters, but it's kilometers. Okay. And as I said before, don't forget, you don't have to use this strategy. You can use a number line or anything else you can think of to help you, except a calculator, because that means that you don't redo any work. Okay, now let's see if we've got some independent practice. Yep, there we go. There's lots of questions there for you to answer. Don't forget, you just need to read the question carefully to find out if you are subtracting or adding. And quite often there are clues in there. I can see one that says total. So I think that one must be adding. All right, so you're going to go away and do that by yourselves. When you come back, you will find that the next slide has the answers, but no peeking. There's also a challenge for you at the end to do, okay? So off you go away and try those different questions. And when you're ready, come back and unpause me. Right, you're back. How'd you get on? Yeah, I think it's okay. You just need to make sure that you read the question properly to find out if you're adding or subtracting. Right, so next slide's got the answers for you. There we go. Have a look, see how you got on. If you got on well and you fancy it, there is a challenge here about the gods, okay? There's lots of questions here. Who was the tallest god? Who was the shortest? And you have to compare the heights. And what's the difference between the shortest and the tallest god? I'm not going to give you the answers to that because I think you can prove them yourself. But good luck with everything. Thank you very much, Year 3. See you soon.